Hi there, and welcome back to Wheat City News. I'm your host, Kevin Spooner, and today's top story is that I'm dressed funny. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because we also have some wonderful news. This week's Brandon arrest watch is looking very nice. Now, while the total number of arrests did go up to 37, the good news is that AI is reporting only 40% of them had prior interactions with the justice system. Now, the algorithm did point out some irregularities shown here, but when we adjusted the algorithm to its worst case scenario, it only changed the split to 50-50. So we'll take a win any way we can get it. Well, what do you say we keep the winning streak alive with this week's Downtown Biz Report? Oh, it just got cold in here. Emmy, I just got a chill. What's going on?
Thank you, Kevin. We are here in downtown Brandon, and I am very excited today because we are with Ashley and Eileen of the, and I'm going to try and say this right, the Winnipeg Paranormal Group. The Winnipeg Paranormal Group. This is really exciting. So tonight you guys are doing do you call it a reading, or what do you call what you're going to do tonight?
Just a public investigation.
Okay, you're going to do a public investigation on our building here, that houses the Brandon General Museum and Archives. So this is pretty cool. How many people do you have coming out tonight?
Well, we have our 4 investigators, and then we have 24 tickets sold.
Nice, 24. So that is very cool. So so for those 24 people coming to do this with you, how long does this whole night and process take?
We're going to be starting around 8 with our registration.
Okay.
8:30 normally about the start of the actual investigation, and then we'll go to about 11:30 tonight.
Okay. And are you just doing the main floor, or are you going upstairs at all, or?
No, we're just doing the main floor. With the tenants above, we want to make sure that they're comfortable too. So
That's true. And so you've been around here a little bit. This is your first time in this building. So what's your sense so far?
As soon as I walked in the building, there is a caretaker that put his hand on my shoulder and wants to show people around. He's friendly, about that tall, puts his hand on this shoulder and immediately follows you around. So I felt him immediately.
So cool.
I turned around a couple of times, and then I took my jacket off because I thought maybe it was just my hood. First, you always sometimes doubt what you feel, right? But no, he's there. Yeah.
Okay.
He's friendly. He's friendly.
So this is very cool. So in our very own museum in downtown Brandon, we do have a friendly caretaker. He's a caretaker. I love this. So it sounds like it's going to be a good night for people to come out, and they're not going to be disappointed.
Hope so.
Hopefully not. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you both. Really excited for this. Thank you guys for making the trip. You came from Kenora and from Winnipeg. You came out here to investigate our museum and our historical building, and we're grateful to you. Okay, all right, thank you both. Have a great time tonight. I can't wait to hear about it. And back to you, Kevin.
Well, I'm glad we got to the bottom of that. Speaking of bottoms, at the bottom of this week's show, we are going to feature none other than Grant Jackson and highlights from his interview with WCG-TV, so stay tuned for that. But up first, Kinsman Jackpot Bingo players are breathing a sigh of relief today as the Canada Post strike has been officially postponed. We are hoping that development remains, and we are going to be on top of the new developments, and we'll let you know every step of the way. So stay tuned for that. But first, she's fighting for nature. Here is Des with this week's Riverbank Roundup.
This is Des back for another week of the Riverbank Roundup. Spring is certainly here at Riverbank. I'm here with my groundhog friend here today. So we're here at the Purple Martin houses. If you take a look up there, we have purple martins that live here in the spring months to live in our bird apartments. So I've talked about purple martins before, but they are birds that need us to survive and provide them housing. So here at the Riverbank Discovery Center, we have a bird sanctuary. And more about birding, this month in May, we have had birding events run by Westman Naturalists in collaboration with us here. So if you're interested in taking in some intro to birding experiences, you can come down to the Riverbank Discovery Center on next Thursday at 5:45 until 7, and you get to learn a little bit about purple martins and take in some birds here at the Riverbank. Some other things that we have here on our grounds. Starting next Saturday, we will have our very first farmers market here on the Riverbank grounds. The farmers market, it runs here all summer, right by the gazebo area and the parking lot. So if you come down, you can take in a variety of different vendors, buy some farmers market items and crafts and all of different cool types of things here at the Discovery Center. These run starting next week until September. So lots of opportunity to check in some local market stuff. Other things that we have here at the Discovery Center, we have school programs going on. So this month and in June, we have schools and students that come here to learn about nature, woodchucks, birds and plants and reptiles, amphibians, anything that kids are interested in. We do school programs. So we've had a couple groups here so far. It's been really exciting to get kids excited about nature. And then to continue on that energy, we also do swamp camp. So if you have a child that is between 5 and 9 years old, you can bring them to swamp camp. So in July, we have 2 weeks we're running swamp camp this year. We have July 14th to 18th and July 28th to August 1st. So you can come into the Discovery Center and sign your kids up for a week of swamp camp and exploring our grounds, getting local naturalists to come in. It's going to be really great. Get your kid excited about nature and out in the outdoors here at the Discovery Center.
Thank you, Desiree Bodner. And it looks like we might even get some great bird watching weather next week. Now, if the weekend is your time to shine, then say no more. Our shining star is ready and able to kick you off in the right direction. Hannah, the field is yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another installment of Arts and Entertainment with Wheat City News. I'm Hannah Price. I'm the project coordinator over at Brandon Seniors for Seniors and lover of all things arts and entertainment here in Brandon, here with your weekly report of what's up this weekend. Lots going on this weekend. Hopefully that sun comes out. It'll be nice and sunny and get outside. Get some entertainment by walking outside. Also, lots going on at the Keystone this weekend. 23rd and 24th. So Friday tonight and Saturday, the PBR's in town. So get your friends, head to the Keystone, see some bull riding, and have a wonderful action-packed time, I'm sure. Also happening at the Keystone is Prairie Con. So if you love games, that's where it's at. Tons of games to check out. The Keystone's going to be a wonderful, bustling place this weekend. And on the 25th, which is Sunday, it's the Children's Country Fair at the Keystone as well. So tons to check out there. Get out there. For those laid-back people who love gardening and planting, it's after May long now, so we should be getting into the clear, getting more warm weather here. This Saturday, May 24th, 9 to 3 is the plant sale. So I know that's a wonderful time to support the Brandon Community Gardening Club. And they have wonderful plants for sale, different varieties of lots of vegetables, flowers, tons of things like that. 2 bands at the 40 this weekend. We've got Crossfire Friday night, and we've got Rock of Edges on Saturday night. So tons to check out at the 40. Now, it is sold out, but if you happen to get your tickets for Roots 10 Collective at Lady of the Lake on Saturday night, that'll be a fun one as well. Tons to check out in your community. Get out there, find something different, check out the arts and entertainment. Back to you, Kev. Have a great week, everybody.
Thanks, Hannah. Plenty of good vibes to keep us going through the weekend. Well done. Now, we have some more good vibes coming up with my interview with Grant Jackson, who I asked first, how did it feel to hold out against some tough competition?
So much to learn in terms of the operations of the role now. And so, yes, both Brandon Leslie, the new MP for Portage Lisgar, Dan Mazur to the north of us here, as our two neighboring MPs have taken me under their wing for sure. Two new Conservative MPs from Manitoba, myself and Colin Reynolds from Elmwood Transcona. Oh, nice. And so, yeah, we're the newbies on the block. And so these, the more experienced Conservative MPs have taken us under their wing these first 2 weeks here, which has been very helpful to sort of learn the ropes and the who's who and the players on the board down there. So, yeah, they're great guys, and we're lucky to I'm lucky to serve with them.
Wow, I can only imagine what an honor it must be. Can you describe the experience?
Well, it's certainly been a whirlwind, but I'm just so grateful for the opportunity. I did visit the House of Commons throughout the last couple of weeks in orientation, so that was pretty surreal to step onto the floor for the first time as the representative for the area that I grew up in and have lived my life in and care so much about. So pretty humbling, and yeah, so there's a lot on my mind, I guess, but because there's so much to do. There's so much positive to do. We know there's a lot of challenges in the country that need to be addressed as well. So we're glad to see Mr. Carney bringing the House back so quickly, because we don't have a whole lot of time to waste. People are struggling right now, and communities are struggling. So we need to get on the floor and start debating some solutions to those challenges. So just can't wait for May 26th. It's coming fast, and want to appreciate everybody for the support, and just remind them to please reach out anytime if you ever need anything. As I said, the office on 10th Street should be up and running in the next couple of weeks, and we very much look forward to helping you in any way we can.
Thank you for that, Grant. But there's one last question I would like to ask you. What are you looking forward to most this summer?
Looking forward to big events in Brandon, the Kiwanis Car Derby. Right. They've asked me to come back and be a judge of the Soapbox Racers, so I'm very pleased to be doing that on June 7th, and then the same day as the Brandon Travelers Day Parade. So I hope to see good weather and lots of people out to support that great event.
Are you going to pilot one of them Kiwanis cars?
I don't think I'll be in one of the cars.
Come on, we can do a race.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I can fit these legs into one of those. But anyway, it's a great event. The kids love it, and the volunteers from that organization from Kiwanis, they do a great job.
Good times. And be sure to check out WCG-TV's YouTube page to see the full interview. And with that, we conclude another week of Wheat City News. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Until then, take care.